I don't know if maybe people know that, but for the longest of time, I suffered from nervousness. Thought that no, I could not get this because of A, B, C, D. Probably if I lie, even if I ask God, like, please, God, forgive me, even in that, I couldn't have faith. As that lady or man, Brother Branham is always talking about in his prayer line, saying, you know what? I see that you have a spirit of nervousness. I was that person. Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Petty. Thank you so much for joining me once again on this video. If you are new here, go on and press the subscribe button. If you are new but you haven't subscribe, press that notification bell, as well as, comment, like, share with everyone you think will benefit from this channel. As the year progresses, or as it comes to an end, I will be putting a lot of videos, at least 2 or 3 videos a week. So tell a friend to tell a friend. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being. I'm outside, as you can see, so there are gonna be noises, a lot of them, cars, children playing, the birds. You bear with me. You bear with me as we tackle this. I don't want to call it serious, but I want to share my truth. As you have seen in the title, I want to share my truth. There is a lot of things that I'm learning as the year comes to an end, which I feel like I will have to do like a proper sit down and share it with you. But for now, I said, okay, let me come here and share my truth. So here it goes. First thing first, a lot of things have been happening. I know for myself, I've been gaining weight. You can see. It's crazy that when you are slim, you dream of, okay, I want to gain weight, I want to be like bigger, I want to have all these things. And now when you are bigger, you're like, I now want to be slim. It's crazy. It's like that. But I'm learning to be optimistic and just to embrace this body of mine. I'm no longer a 15-year-old or 25. I'm already like nearing 30. So I was just like, it's okay. It's okay that I'm gaining a little weight. It's amazing, and yeah, that's good. I am at this point trying to live healthy, to eat healthy. I think I've started to just limit the quantities. The goal is to be healthy, so that's the main thing. Moving on, I want to say that as the year progresses, there is a lot of things that I've actually written down to share here, and say that I am learning to become more content. I think as the year started, I shared in this video that you're going to see, that is going to pop out here, that I want to be more content. And I'm so grateful, and I thank God that actually this year I've been able to do it, become more content. As I didn't know that I needed to be more content until this year, that I started reflecting on some of the things. You know how it is that there are people who hurt us, there are people that are actually doing better than us despite whatever they've done in their lives, and then you tend to wonder, like, what is happening with my life? But this year I've learned to be content. I've learned that no matter what you have or where your life is, everyone is going through something. Everyone is going through something. Maybe it's death, it's sickness. As much as the social media platforms are showing us all happy or progressing, or Petty is doing this, all this person is doing, we are all deep down struggling with something. And you don't know what that person goes through. As much as their life seems glitz and glam, you don't know what happens behind closed doors, what their day is like. So this year I've now become so wise to learn more and say that, you know what, I want to be more content. As much as someone has these old things that I really wish I have, I admire, I'm also blessed. I have a roof over my head, I have family, I have friends, I have a job, I have all these amazing things. And as much as they have it, they also are also happy, and it's okay. It's okay that somebody is actually happy. It's okay that somebody is actually prospering, and it's okay whether it's your schoolmate or a person that you thought was your friend. It's okay. And that's one of the things that I wanted to share in this truth. I think I'm going to do a video like at the end of the year, just talking about this contentment thing. But I'm glad to say that this year I've learned to be more content. 2024 basically is the year that I'm better. Let me start by mentally. I was actually sharing with one of my friends recently, and I was saying that this year I've been mentally healthy. By saying that, I don't know if maybe people know that, but for the longest of time, I suffered from nervousness. Like, I was someone who thought that no, I could not get this because of ABCD. Like, I've always been that person who probably, if I lie, I will carry that for weeks, for months, even if I ask God, like, please, God, forgive me, even if I do, I go and say to that person, you know what, I lied to you, but still it would continue in my mind. You know how the devil is. And then I'll be like, I don't deserve to get ABCD because I don't deserve to be blessed because I've done ABCD. I don't deserve to have this because I've done ABCD. So in that, I couldn't have faith. A lot of times, even when days I would prosper and be happy, still I would feel like I don't deserve it. Or I would say, this is just luck, I really don't deserve it. If you're a message believer, there are times when Brother Branham will be like, I see you have nervousness. I'm praying for the spirit of nervousness. That is how it was for me. I was that lady or man who's always being in this, like Brother Branham is always talking about in his prayer line, saying, you know what, I see that you have a spirit of nervousness. I was that person. So this year I've just, like, that thing was gone. Like, I've been mentally healthy. Like, even if I mess up, like, I'm not perfect, sometimes I mess up, and sometimes when I mess up, I've been able to say to myself, you know what, it's okay. Like, it's okay. Like, I'll go to God and say I'm sorry, and I know that He'll forgive me. Like, I'm His daughter, He will forgive me because the Bible tells me so. And I've been able to have faith. It says that I messed up, but still God forgave me, and I can have faith for this next thing. So that's how it has been. I've been mentally healthy, and I thank God. And as well as I've been physically healthy, I think I shared my journey with acids in this video that is going to pop up here. I've shared my struggles with having acids, and this year I think it has been that year where I've been healthy physically. Like, I don't suffer. I eat all the food. Maybe that is why I'm gaining weight. I eat all the foods that I want, and yeah, I've just been well. I thank God for that. It is all by the grace of God. Next up, as you can see, I think you can see that the quality of this has improved. Yes, I bought myself a camera. I'm actually happy to say that I bought myself a camera. It's an achievement I've always wanted to. It was my prayer. I was like, if I buy a camera, God, I want to bring it back to you. I want to bring more people to you. Not because I want to preach, but I'm not a preacher, but through the life that I live, I want to be a preacher. Like, I want to preach through my life. I want to preach through my life. I want to share, like, how I'm sharing my truth right now. I want to share my testimonies. I want to share my struggles. I want us to, like, I want to help you, encourage your people. I want to motivate your people. I want to do more. So just bless me with a camera. And He did. He put me in a position where I was able to do that. And I thank God. And next up, yeah, so I basically bought a camera and all the equipment, and I'm happy, and I thank God. Lastly, oh no, it's not lastly, I'm just gonna give you a recap of the things that have been happening recently in my life. First week, I was invited to the British Council, guys. I was invited, and you know what, I don't know how they got my number. I don't know. Maybe it was something that I did in the past where they got my email. I don't know how they got my email per se. I just saw an invitation one of those days. They just invited me to come and talk about the future of publishing in Zimbabwe. Me, I haven't even published yet. Like, I haven't published yet. My dream is to publish, but I haven't done it yet. But here I was in a room full of creators, bloggers, writers, and I met cartoon makers in the like those that make cartoons, animation. Exactly, that's the one. Animation. There were the guys that make all these creative things that I haven't thought about yet. Just in there talking, just sharing, networking, and what. And I was so grateful. I was so grateful. I was like, God, I'm so grateful that I'm in this space with these people. Like, you should have been there to just witness it. And right now I think the pictures are already flashing on my screen, showing you what I mean. So that's it. And also, like yesterday, the day after yesterday, I went to 3K TV to do an interview. Like, what? I'm doing an interview. You know that I once shared my interview here, the one that I did at what is it called, by the way? I'm so bad with names, guys, so forgive me. The one that I did at I'm forgetting, but it will flash here on the screen. I've shared it here with you. I've shared me talking and whatnot, but I didn't think that I would go back there again. Whereas now that I'm no longer like active in what I do as far as girl empowerment, as far as music and all those kind of things. So I was like, there's no way that I'm going to speak on a podium, like a camera, like on TV again. But yeah, I was there with my boss, just talking and just doing my best. And I thank God for that. I really, really thank God for that. Yeah, I think the next video you're gonna see it. I held my first blog meetup. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. So in last year, 2023. Okay, let me just take you back to 2020. So what happened is 2020 I started the Hey You series, the blog, which had the Hey You series podcast. So it was going hand in hand, me interviewing people at the podcast and also the blog, having interviews as well, and just posting it on the site winks.com. And soon after that, I think at the year end, I was getting tired, or what do you call it, like overwhelmed. So I just left it, as well as I later left the podcast. But last year, as I was just doing my thing, I thought to myself, I have a lot to share. I have a lot to share. So I should get back to blogging. And since last year to this year, I have 25 blog readers in my blog, in my blog platform. And I'm just so grateful. They are from around the world: Liberia, Botswana, Australia. I just thank God, I just thank God. And this past Saturday, we had our hear me. So I don't know why my camera decided to stop here, but I hope you can still hear me. I hope you're still there as I was sharing. And I think the lighting and wall has shifted a bit because it's getting dark now and I've put on more light. Nevertheless, yeah, as I was saying, we had the first blog meetup. I had my friends. It was just so good, talking to the people that you always see, like always share, or you always talk through the online, but now you're talking to them face to face. It was just such a blessing. I thank God. I thank God. So that's basically my truth right now. My work is quite demanding, guys. I'm working as the marketing officer, which I thank God. I love my job. I am just so grateful for this moment. But my work is very demanding. We have a lot of events that we do, and those events, they want 100% of my attention, which it's okay. It's okay. I love it. I love it when I'm under pressure. But now I feel like it would then stop me from coming here and sharing, which I love to do. So it's very demanding, but I'm finally getting the gist of it. That's what I can say. I'm finally getting used to it, running around. Yeah, that is why I was just like, you know what, it's time for me to go back to YouTube, because I've settled in. I now know the ins and outs, so let me go back to doing my thing and just inspiring and loving people. So that's basically it for today's video. I will be sharing more. There's more coming up, more content, and I will tell you why, which I've already shared. I've already told you that I bought more equipment. You'll be seeing me more here, and thank you so much for just being patient with me. I have a lot. I want to talk about my music. I want to talk about why I quit music. I want to talk about all these things, which is coming, which is coming. Thank you so much for joining me in yet another video. Thank you so much for just hanging in there up to the end of this video. Guys, I urge you to watch the ads, because the adverts, they help us get paid, and that payment is the one that will help me then increase even the equipment and just invest in this channel. So thank you so much for the love, the support. I truly love you, and may the Lord richly bless you. Goodbye.